All right. We are live on BWD Radio with me, the most awesomest host in the whole wide world. I don't know about all that, but the most given. I can say that, the most given host, Ms. V. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning into the show. It's all good. Always doing good things, moving, shaking, baking. BWD Radio, as you know, is all about diversity, unity, and of course, it's all about you, the indie artist. All right, well, it's not all about just you. It's about the listeners, too, and the fans, okay? Because without the listeners and the fans, where would the indie artists be, right? Right, all right. So anyways, we do this for you, all of you. So BWD Radio focuses on setting the standard, and we do set the standard, and we always will set the standard. So if anybody else is doing it, I'm just letting you know, we set the standard. So when it comes to indie radio, indie artists, you should expect one too, all right? So you can learn more about BWD, period, by visiting us online. You can get us at bwdradio.com, as well as bwdpromotions.com and bwdgraphics.com, which is where it all started. You can also catch us on Twitter at bwdradio_. Please make sure you end it with an underscore, because you'll get somebody else. bwdradio_. BWD Promotions and BWD Graphics. Also, you can catch us on Facebook. BWD is numerous pages, of course. However, again, BWD Graphics is where it started a decade ago, and that's the majority of me, where you see me come from. So, that being said, we do have a special guest tonight, who is a hip-hop rap artist, who is also working on diversing his style with R&B. He goes by the name of Nempho, the Professional, a.k.a. Mr. Fantastic. So with an a.k.a., you already know where Miss V is going with it tonight. Just playing. So I'll be chopping it up with him very shortly. So be sure to call in. Hit the digits, 347-237-4501. Again, for all you mobile callers cruising around, well, I can't say cruise around because we're not supposed to be doing that. But anyways, for those that just love your phones, like we all do, 347-237-4501. Or you can also feel free, for those that don't like to just hang out on their phone, you've been on the phone all day, you want to chill out, you surfing about, feel free. Go to bwdradio.com, use the player, okay? Doesn't matter, don't worry about the image. That will not update until the show is over. So that being said, you can also hit play on the player on the site, and you can just chill out, surf about, and listen in. All right? Let's see. And I believe I have my guest. Let me check here. Yeah. Let me go ahead and cue my guest in. BWD Radio, you alive with Miss V. Go ahead with your bad self.
Go ahead, Miss V. Nempho, the Professional, is definitely in the building tonight. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. I've been waiting too long. Sometimes I just be feeling I be waiting too long for these interviews, and it's like, yeah, I just get so swamped that I have to really reinvent myself.
Okay, because we booked this about maybe a week and a half, or maybe close enough ago. So I've been waiting for that opportunity.
Yes, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing in itself because the buzz is so good that now I'm booked out until the middle of September.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying hard. Because I'm trying to do so much love, but there's only so much I can do, man. But I'm trying hard not to add an extra day because I do consume a lot of time. But we'll see what happens. But the only thing I'm going to try to do, I think I'm just going to try to, because the interviews, I get chopping it up and kicking it back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try to chill a little bit. You know how Ms. V gets. She gets passionate. I'm passionate, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely appreciate what you do.
You know how I do, though. I get rolling, and I do see an impact because I do see some people that surround me in the social media. I do see some tips that I do put out there going into play. And there is a tip jar, by the way, for people that, that if you succeed, there's a tip jar over there.
Exactly. Hey, I'll be sure to hit you off with some of that hush money.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm definitely glad that I appreciate taking time out to join us tonight. So, but I'm definitely gonna chill because I was always playing like 2 tracks per artist. So what I'm gonna definitely do is I'm definitely gonna like still get like 2 tracks, but I'm gonna start chilling to where I'm only gonna play like 1 track because it's taking up. I need to chill out on a time. You know what I'm saying?
Because I heard that on your previous show.
Yeah. And that's right. Because you're also a BWD radio fan too. That's right.
Exactly. Right. You already know.
That's right. That's right. You are also a BWD. And that's probably why you are Mr. Fantastic, a.k.a. But anyways, we will get there. I haven't touched there yet. But
I know what's coming. I already know what's coming.
You already know it's coming. Because you probably heard my intro. You probably heard my intro. But anyways, but I'm definitely, because we've chopped it up a bit, and you already know I'm definitely feeling your track, that jumping track. It definitely puts the fun back into hip hop. I also respect that you've begun to take another approach as far as stepping outside the box with the diversifying your hip hop rap style and starting to bring in that the R&B flavor. And who doesn't love a good hip hop rap and R&B mix?
And that's the one thing I try to do is not stay to one genre. A lot of artists, they scared to step out that box. So me, I like to put my music out where it appeals to not just these type of people, but also the R&B side of things as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing, and right there, and that's exactly what and that's another thing that I have to, another point that I have to make to bring out the whole objective when I started BWD Radio, and the reason for that objective of being diversity and unity is because of the fact that as time proceeds on, okay, if there's no change, there's no growth. Okay.
Exactly.
And how can there be anything without growth? So you would just stay where you're at. So but that being said, now you also have, so as the years go on, yes, okay, you had Run DMC, okay. So then you had it to where they started mixing with rock and metal, and then you've had the hip hop and rap that's mixing with R&B, and you got to remember it started way back when you had like the Temptations, they were doing all that mixing and stuff. You follow what I'm saying? So music's come a long way, and so that jump in track, I mean, that just took me back in time, and I really feel that, in my own professional and personal opinion, that if that track was marketed correctly, that track could be a classic. I think it could be, because there's no reason that the 80s didn't really ever have to go away. The hits did not have to keep stopping like that.
Exactly.
So exactly. So that being said, definitely feeling that, and so yes, I'm gonna go there. Where did you come up with the stage name?
Nempho.
The 2-part there. You got Nempho. You got Nempho, the professional, okay. But then now I'm more curious as to where the AKA Mr. El Fantastico came from. Well, it's actually Mr. Fantastic, but
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So I'm gonna start off with the Nempho. The Nempho came from. Okay, you was watching. You ever see Baby Boy when Tyrese was riding his bike? He had that. He had Nempho on his bike. And we all know what the definition of a nympho is somebody that's actually they have to have it, they crave for that sex or whatever like that. And so I took that and interpreted it with my love for music. I have to do it. I love it so much that it's like it's a craving for me to do it. So that craving caused me, when I seen that nympho, I said, you know what? I'm going to just change the Y to an E to try to throw it off a little bit, you know. And it really didn't work to my advantage because anybody that sees my name, they instantly say, oh, I know what you're about, but that's not really the case. But at that time, at that same sentence, I'm actually going to cater to what you think that's about. So sometimes you're going to hear me come out on that nympho side of things, on them wanted like that tracks and be a nympho tracks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring that sexual side out as well, but at the same time, that nympho stand is actually my love and my craving for that for music that I have to do. I have to be writing. I have to be in the studio. I have to be performing because that's where my home is. That's what I love to do so much. So that's where I got that nympho from. So I kind of stole it from when I seen that nympho on Tyrese's bike. The professional comes from everyday life. I like to be as professional as I can and carry myself in a professional manner with everything that I do, not just music and every aspect of life. I like to be professional with it. So I went on ahead and added the two, and a friend of mine said, hey, man, you have a double complex because you are that nympho, but then you are that professional guy outside of nympho. So when you step on stage, you're nympho, but when you step off stage, you're the professional. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear tracks like Where Did You Go and tracks like What It Is, that's the professional that's actually really telling you a real life story or situation. Like I Know, like the I Know song, that's for the ladies because I've been around a lot of women that's been hurt by a lot of guys and things. So I know your pain. So that's the professional right there that wrote that song. So I have like that mixed kind of personality going on. So that's why I actually put them two names together. And not to copy off of T.I., but eventually it might be Nempho versus the professional. Who knows? You know, on the album. So I don't know. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. The Mr. Fantastic part of it all, I really don't want to get into that because it's kind of a situation that I don't really want to talk, but I had to change my name for a specific reason that but I like the Mr. Fantastic, and my producer, Unforgotten Beats, he actually made up a beat, it's called Mr. Fantastic as well, so that track is actually going to actually come out as well, so, but until the legal side of things with Nempho die off, then right now it's going to be Mr. Fantastic on a lot of these tracks that I come out with.
That's what's up. I definitely get that. That's cool. That's definitely what's up. And I definitely, like I said, I definitely respect what you're doing. And definitely, I'm probably glad to not know exactly then that you're not sharing all that.
Yeah,
that's probably a great thing. That's a great thing. So, but
it's kind of a touchy situation.
Anyways, so where are you? Where are you from? Like,
okay.
I know, like probably where you are now and where you actually, were actually born and hail from and all that great stuff. And how has it influenced your sound, writing and thought process when it comes to putting pen to pad, because as I understand you're also a writer and you've been writing for a long time.
Yes, ma'am, and that's one thing that I actually love to do is write. And to go back to your question, I'm actually born and raised in uptown Philadelphia, 215 in the house, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out. And I actually migrated down south here, Fayetteville, Fed now 26 in the house as well. And being from up north and coming down south is a big change because in Philadelphia, everything is so go. Go, 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 go. Down here is more relaxed and calm. You actually get a little peace of mind to actually sit back and write. So I think a lot of the songs that I have written since I've been here have been a lot better than the ones that I've done in Philadelphia because I have more peace of mind and I can actually focus a lot more on the things that I want to write about. Now, also, I had to kind of step out of that up north kind of feel to kind of appeal to them down here as well because they have their own sound down here, which is well respected by me, and they respect what I do, you know what I'm saying, as well. But at the same time, I think it has definitely helped me a lot making that transition from Philadelphia to Fayetteville down here in North Carolina.
And you're right there too, and of course, I've been in Florida for a little over a decade, but I can't even say that I'm quite used to it. I guess I've conformed to it. But I remember when I first oh my goodness, when I first came down here, and I have one of the biggest hearts there is. I don't have like that kind of a mean bone in my body, but I'm also not one that I'm not going to get stepped over. So heck no. I'm not afraid to stand up. Trust me there. But there was just that feeling. I was just like, I'd be on the phone, and whoever I was talking to, I just had that feeling like you just wanted to pop them in the back of the head, like to just get the words out, like just what is it? Say what it is that you need, so I can move along. It was just like wow. Everything was just like I was just like wow. I just felt so whatever, but it was and it was, but I felt bad that I was feeling like that or thinking like that because of the fact that it really it was just a pace thing. It was just a pace difference,
Yeah. And one thing I can attest to that is there's two things that I went through down here that actually kind of messed me up a little bit because when I first moved down here, see, a lot of people down here, down in the South, they like to speak. I'll walk down the street and I'll say, hey, how you doing today? How you feeling today? And back in Philadelphia, you don't get that. You get people, you walk past somebody and somebody speaks to you, like, you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? So it's more different down here. And then when I first came down here, I had that up north aroma to me where I carried it a lot of, now I can't say attitude, but in a way I can say that I had a little, still that north up in me. And one of my friends that was from down here, he said, look, man, you got to calm down because nobody's after you, man. You're not in Philadelphia no more, man. Nobody's after you, dude. You can calm down just a little bit. And ever since he told me that day, I've always carried that with me the 4 to 5 years that I've been. So I've calmed down a whole lot out here.
Yeah, everything. It's cool now. I don't think it's something that I would ever get used to. I don't think anyone ever gets used to traffic, period. There was just a couple things that were kind of like pet peeves a little bit, I think, just like anyone. But, it's definitely, it's all good. It's all good. Now, exactly how long now has it been? When did you actually start writing? When did you actually, let me reverse this because I actually need to actually probably do this in a two-part because I'm not sure if I had clarification from like your biography and like any research that I did because I know personally how long you had like been writing and when you started writing, but I couldn't really get clarification of but when did you start taking writing to rapping? So I need to do that in a two-part. I need to understand. Okay, when did you start writing, And then when did you start actually, when did you realize you had the gift for writing? And then when did you actually start, rapping to what it was that you wrote? When did you cross over to, putting a voice to the words?
Exactly. Okay, well, it was a situation where, because growing up, coming up, this was nothing that I wanted to do. I'm an athletic guy. I wanted to play sports, football, whatever. And one of my close friends would be considered like a cousin to me. He was doing the rap. He was doing it for a while. He was real good. Like back in Philly, I mean, he was, running with Ricky Waters and for the Philadelphia Eagles and, doing all types of shows. And I was just amazed by what he was doing. And one day we just sat in my car. I had a Grand Cherokee at the time, and we sat in the car. And I'm laughing because I can remember it clear as day. And we sat in the car, and he was like, "Hey, man, why don't you write a song, bro?" And I'm like, "What? Hey, what I was like writing a song, dude? Like, come on, man, I can't do that. I can't do what you do, man. I can't write no song. What am I gonna write about? And he was like, just go write a song. You know what I'm saying? Get you a beat and write a song. I'm like, well, where am I gonna get a beat from? You know what I'm saying?
Go write you a song.
Go get some instrumentals and then go ahead and write. So yeah, so I went and got. So I went and got my instrumentals. And I started writing some little dumb songs and stuff like that. But he was like, "Yo, that's all right." He was like, "So now what you need to do is go to the studio and go record." And I'm like, "Studio? What studio?" You know what I'm saying? I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what he's talking. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna get to a studio. What studio? So I researched the studio. I wound up going down South Philly to the studio. We got a beat from Merc Beats, and I wrote my first song called Dreams. In which I want to shout my brother out, Ali. After I wrote Dreams, I let him hear it. And when he heard it, he said, "Dude, this is a pretty good song." And my brother, he was already musically involved as well because he sings. And he said, "Look, we're going to take this Dreams. I'm going to take the hook. We're going to do it like this, and we're going to flip it around and this and that. We're going to go to the studio. I'll go to the studio with you to do it." So I'm like, "All right, cool." And he went to the studio and did Dreams. And from that moment, Miss V, I think my dreams just took off because I heard myself. I got experienced in the studio after I sat and wrote this song, and I'm like, wow, this is something. This is pretty decent, And he was like, he liked it, he was all for it and everything like that. And ever since then, it just took off. Unfortunately, the one that brought me into it, he has gotten incarcerated. The day that I was going to go record it, he was going to go with me, and he wound up getting incarcerated. Which I still thank him every day for introducing it to me, because if he didn't do that, I don't think I would be doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? And over the years, I've gotten better. I've gotten a lot of constructive criticism, which I didn't take personal. I just learned from that constructive criticism.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, exactly. And see, a lot of people can't take it. They'll say, "Oh, well, he think he's talking," and then no, it's not. It's constructive criticism. It's just other ears besides yours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to take it for what it's worth and take that value and apply it into your craft. So that's what I started doing over the years, and I started getting better with it. And as the time went on, it was just something that, like I said, I became a Nempho for the music because it's what I love to do. My son loves it.
Yeah.
He goes to the studio with me sometimes, and I actually got him on one of the tracks that I have now, and that's basically where it started from. And like I said, it was nothing that I never wanted to do, thought I would be doing and be able to be so good at it. A lot of people respect the music that I do, and that's just a blessing in itself.
That's what's up. I mean, you can definitely see anyone can do a search and see. I mean, you've definitely been doing your thing. You've been moving. You've been shaking. You've been grinding. You've been working on the whole perfecting your craft and those are those are that's the type A individuals that should be getting looked at, not looked over. So
exactly.
And that is why I am doing what I'm doing for the indie artists.
Exactly.
So,
it's definitely appreciated too.
So,
and not only that,
Miss B,
I actually even took artist development classes as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I might think I'm good, but it's a lot of things that I learned in artist development that I didn't even know. You know, and now going through that artist development, I have interpreted that into a lot of the recent music that I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just from the artist development classes.
Well, I did. I just put back up. In fact, I actually just put it back up because I had gotten out of it for a little while because I just had so much going on. You know, but for 11 years of music industry experience, basically can wear every single hat that there is.
Exactly.
So, you know, the only thing that I do not like to do, and I will not do, I don't like to get involved in all that kind of stuff, is I don't do booking agency, booking rooms, and doing all. No, I don't do that stuff. No, don't do that stuff.
Yeah, you told me.
But basically, everything else I can do in house. So, the new year is going to bring in some good things. So yeah, I put that back up on the site too because there's only so much I can do, and there's only so much I can donate, you know, of my time. And when I say I do put in a lot of time, yeah. Like the last 2 nights, I was up all night long. Yeah, because I'm a perfectionist. I can't. The reason why, not only is it difficult that not just anyone is going to be on that site, and y'all should be proud to be on it, because I'm a perfectionist. So if anybody sends me anything, I will sit there and I will articulate, and so that biography and everything is like just right on there. I don't care if I, have to kind of like, if it doesn't read right, no. Because not only does it represent you, it represents BWD, and it ain't gonna look like that. I won't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, the site that you hooked up.
I'm not saying that it's not gonna be truthful. I'm not talking about that. I just mean like, if the grammar and everything is right. That ain't happening.
I love what you did for me. Yeah, I love what you did for me. Even with the picture, I mean, you seen for yourself. There was a lot of likes and comments on the picture. And that's a representation of BWD and Miss B. I mean, I really love the site that you did for me. A lot of people do. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Well, those are my passions: music, art, writing. Those are my passions. So who or what artist? And the reason why I say who, because it doesn't always have to be an artist, but who or what artists have influenced your style and why?
I can't really pinpoint a particular artist that's influenced my style. I think that just me being me influenced my style, but at the same time, I try to follow the crafts of like, a Ludacris or even you can say a LL Cool J or people that actually, even Nelly, that actually make good, fun music. Don't get me wrong, I love my hardcore rap, that thug rap and stuff like that. I live that life. I'm from the street, you know what I'm saying? But that's just something that I choose not to talk about. Life is just too short for it to me. Life is too short for it. So if I can have a song like Jump In and have your child jumping in and the next child jumping in, then I know I got that parent support right there. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make it as fun as possible. And like I said, I really don't have no particular artist that really influenced my style because I really haven't heard that I sound like anybody else but LL Cool J.
You know what? And that's good. Because that keeps you, that separates you and definitely keeps you diverse, and that's excellent. So So why don't we go ahead and jump into this track, and we'll come back. I think I only have like maybe 2 or 3 questions actually 2 questions I think that I want to ask you. And then I want you to go ahead and let us know what you got coming up, what projects you're working on, and your shout-outs and contacts and all that great stuff. So definitely, let's go ahead into that jump-in track. But before I do that...
Let's jump into it.
Okay, before I do that, go ahead and tell us about it and what inspired it.
Okay, this jump-in track, what inspired it, my producer, Unforgotten, he actually, he brought this beat to my attention. He said, hey, man, I don't want nobody else to have this beat. I want you to listen to it. So I listened to the beat, and as soon as I heard it, I said, man, this beat is universal, dude. This beat will appeal to every gender, every race, every age, every bracket, everybody, as long as I do my part with it, because it's so fun. The beat is so fun. It'll get you dancing from the gate, you know. And once he brought that beat to me, and I heard that beat, it was just like, wow. I said, dude, we got to knock this thing out, and it definitely is a knockout punch. It's actually one of the most liked tracks that I have from a lot of people.
And that's what's up. All right. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and
jump in.
You know, let's just do what it says to do. Let's just jump in.
Yo, this is Nempho, aka Mr. Fantastic, and you are now tuned into the hottest station on the planet, BWD Radio, with no other than my girl, Miss B. Yo, B, let's show 'em how we do it. It's real music. Come on, jump in. Jump in. Jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in. Come on, jump in. Everybody jump in. Jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in. Come on. Yeah. Party tonight.
I think that it told us that that's what we need to do. We need to just jump in.
You just jump on there, you know what I'm saying? Bring that fun back to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to be so aggressive, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. But yeah, definitely the flavor and everything. Yeah, that's what's up. When I first heard that track, I was like flashback. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. And I'm like, that is still marketable.
It really is.
I was like, that's still marketable. I'm like, if that was marketed correctly.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, you got to get it out there.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so I know that you had already stated, which is great, that you don't sound like anyone. You haven't even been compared to anyone, which is awesome. That's great.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but how do you feel? How do you feel that you keep yourself separate from other artists?
It actually is in my comfort zone, because me as a person, I don't follow nobody. I'm never following anybody. I'm always leading my own way, trying to make my own way. Like I said, I go to anybody and I rub shoulders, I pull arms, and I'll tug on pants legs or whatever because, that's just the confidence that I have in myself. And I don't follow anybody, If Tom, Dick, and Harry want to rap about whatever, let them do that. I always tell my crew when we go out, we got to separate ourselves from the rest of them. They're all pretty much doing the same thing, so we have to be different. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to be different. So that's just my everyday life. I mean, there's nobody that out here that can tell you that they say, hey, man, you always doing your own thing. That's good, though, but you're always doing your own thing. You do what you want to do, but that's just me. I try to separate myself from the rest because I know that in the end, and my mom always told me, she said, hey, if you in that crowd, you're going to go down with that crowd, and I always kept that with me. So I try to stay away from a lot of drama. I'll separate myself from people if I have to, and that's just how I do with the music as well. I just try to separate myself.
That's what's up. First of all, basically you're saying that you keep it real. You be yourself. I applaud that. Second of all, you just brought Mama into the picture. I respect that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
He wasn't afraid to bring up. He wasn't so grown that he couldn't bring his mama up. God bless you. God bless that heart right there. All right.
Exactly.
And then three, I'm the same way. I'm very careful. I don't like to surround myself with. I'm very picky. I don't just surround myself with people. I'm very funny like that. I don't just surround myself with just anyone. So basically, I don't want to say it in a certain way like I'm like better than anybody because I don't mean it like that at all.
Exactly.
I don't mean it like that at all. I'm just very careful on who I let into. Like the fuckers, the fuckers, I'm just careful on who I let into my circle of trust.
Yeah, you have to be. I mean, there's a lot of artists that want to work with me, but at the same time, I don't close everybody out, but I say, you know what, but I'll just let me fill you out first before I even do that. You know what I'm saying?
Funny. That's funny. My circle of trust. But anyway, so try to keep the list down to like a sleeve length. But if you had your choice of artists that you could work with in the future, who would you like to work with?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to tell you, it'll be the people that I just named not too long ago. Like I would love to actually work with like Ludacris because he is so different. You know what I'm saying? None of his videos are the same. None of his songs are the same. He's always setting himself differently than the rest of them. Even like Outkast, you see how they separate themselves from the rest. I would like to work with artists like that that's actually separating themselves from the rest.
Right.
So
leader, not a follower. However, there is a golden rule to that, okay? Because you also have to learn how to follow, because in order to lead, you have to know how to follow. Because kind of like, the whole, grasshopper, Bruce Lee, everything. You cannot lead if you do not know how to follow. How would you expect people to follow you if you also can't show that if you act like that everyone is beneath you. You see what I mean? So that's kind of like a catch-22. There's a golden rule to that. You also have to be right. You also have to be humble as well. I think the number one quality that I can respect in a person, the number one quality that I actually look for in a person is humble.
Yeah.
Okay? Because at the end of the day, okay? I don't know how many people remember it, but it's kind of like an old track, but it's called what was it, the B52s or something like that? It's called the Love Shack. Because at the end of the day, it's just a fun track. But at the end of the day, everybody wants nice things. It's great, okay? Everybody works hard. So yeah, you should be able to at least surround yourself with nice things and enjoy whatever life that God decides to give us, okay?
Exactly.
Right. But you cannot take that stuff with you. You cannot take that stuff with you. So you must, I guess if it's not in your genes, if it's not in your makeup, I guess you can't. I guess you can't make yourself be that way, and you can't change people, and you shouldn't even try to change people. Okay.
Exactly.
But however, if a person does want to change a way that they are, if they're not happy with themselves and they don't want to be a certain way, then yeah, you can choose. Everything's about choice. But anyways, the number one quality in a person that's a great quality is to be humble. Humbleness is the most respected quality in my book. Okay? And the second is to be most giving when you have nothing. And see, I'm the type of person that's like that. I would probably have one hot dog. Let's say I had one hot dog left. I would give the MF to you. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
So, right. So at the end of the day, yes, it's nice to have those things, but to me, it's a better feeling to give than to get. But then when you do get something, yes, it's a great feeling.
Exactly.
Because if you're not spoiled and you don't get that stuff all the time, you're going to appreciate it. If you already live a life like that, how can you appreciate it? So that's why everything that happens in everyone's life, it's for a purpose, and so you gotta take those blessings, good or bad. So with that being said, I know you've had some great accomplishments as an artist, because you've had a few things going on, so. Just name a few of them. Some of your greatest accomplishments, that you've had. Accomplishments or achievements, whichever word. Sometimes achievements work better.
Exactly. I had one of the greatest achievements that I carry with me a lot, because I don't know if you know even any of the listeners. My oldest son, his mother, she passed away from sickle cell anemia back in 2006. And that really kind of touched me. That's actually really the reason why I kind of left Philadelphia. But nevertheless, I wrote a song called "Where Did You Go?" Sung, and a great member of mine with Real Music Entertainment, Reggie, he actually sung the hook for that song. And it basically touched on the beginning from when we met to the end of her passing. And I placed that song in a songwriting contest with VH1. Now, with the songwriting contest, they judge songs from all around the world. I mean, it's just not in the United States; it's everywhere.
Right, global, right.
Yeah, exactly. So when the results came back, that the song actually made second place that also believed in my music, and she was there when I first started and everything like that. And to have that song placed there with an award, with things given with it as well, was a great accomplishment for me with the music as well. And like I said, I carry that with me to this day. Other than that, I've had a number of other tracks that actually, won a couple of achievements, but that one actually was the biggest one. That was the biggest one.
Well, I'm listening. I'm sorry. I just got. One of my tips that. Okay, I'm good. I was just getting ready to No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I bring this up time and time again, and I know you're gonna relate with me. Okay? Would you believe I just added this? I mean, I just approved this person as a friend on Facebook. Just did it. Because I can multitask. I'll do 10 things at a time. Okay?
Oh, I already know. Yeah, I know.
Okay? I just added this person. Now, do people not realize that there's a reason why that you have your page not allowed to post on? I just added the MF. And would you believe as soon as I added him, he posted a comment with his advertisement? So now I had to go waste my time. I wasted brain cells and a few minutes out of my day. Now I had to go unfollow and block the guy. Are you serious?
Yeah. I thought you got one of them Twitters again that happened last time.
I'm like, man, that's right. Karma's an MF, let me tell you. Okay.
It really
Anyways,
is.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just, people like that, man. I'm telling you, I try to keep things, professional. At the same time, I don't mind giving things live and raw as they're happening. I'm kind of good for that, and I think you know that as a listener and a fan of BWD Radio.
Exactly. You already know. That's why I said something must have happened on.
I keep it real. I keep it real, man, because that etiquette stuff is just that's the kind of stuff that I understand why artists that have made it. There's certain things, and if you listen to my past shows, you will hear certain tips and things that I bring up when I get on my soapbox of why I understand some of the artists that have made it. I understand why a lot of them have lost compassion to try to help other people, because you can't fix stupid. I understand why they won't. You've got artists that have messed it up for legit artists that deserve the compassion. So that being said, anyways, let's move on.
Let's go.
So anyways, those are the artists that deserve the help. Those are the ones you need to thank. Those are the morons. So anyways, you gave me your accomplishments, which is excellent. All right. So that being said, all right, I'm gonna give you this time right now. This is your time. Go ahead and let us know what projects you're working on, any live events you got coming up, your shout out, your contact information. Go, it's all you.
Okay. Coming up right now, we have our own company we started. It's called Real Music Entertainment. Real, it speaks for itself. Music, entertainment, it speaks for itself. We're actually coming out with our first compilation CD featuring J. Rue, which is our youngest member, our newest member. He has a hot track called Butterfugal Fiber. We also got our other R&B singer, Casanova Brown. He has a number of tracks that we're getting ready to, put on the compilation CD as well as myself. Everything will be produced by our producer, Unforgotten Heat, which we've been in works with him for a number of years now. So we just all brought the brought the meal to the table, and we're just sitting down, fixing it up and ready to dish out them plates. And so we're definitely working on the compilation CD right now. So big shout out to Real Music Entertainment and my crew, Reggie and Calhoun as well, the bully. they're actually in Philadelphia, so I have a team not just here in Fayetteville, but I got them in Philadelphia moving as well. So big shout out to them dudes up there. Also, you can catch me at Nempho1 on Twitter, my Reverb Nation, Nempho the Professional, YouTube, Nempho the Professional as well. You can also check out our Real Music Entertainment site on YouTube, just RealMusackent on YouTube. You can find a lot of our songs and videos that's coming out right now with Real Music Entertainment. And last but not least, my Facebook is, you can find me at Nempho 2010. That's NEMPHO, not NY. Okay, we need to get that straight. A lot of people, they be typing NY like, I can't find you. I say NE, so you can find me at Nempho 2010. And I'm going to go through my list of shout-outs, Miss B.
All right, well, do your thing.
Yes, ma'am. First, I'm going to shout out Real Music ENT. We coming from Fayetteville, and like I said, we about to make a big stamp here. So, any artists that want to get down with us, they know where to find me. I see them on Facebook right now. They know where to find me. So, they want to link up. We can do that. I'm going to give my other shout out to Cone, Unforgotten Heat. I know he's listening right now. Casanova Brizow, Cheryl Griffin, Reggie, Calhoun, Nizzy Knight, all my brothers, Wayne, Al, Sean, Michael, also my kids, Jalen, Sean, Zaire, that's my pinky finger right there. That's my little man. He got a lot of attitude with him. He's a work in progress. Yeah, he really is, but I love him to death. All my fans, fans of Nempho, all the members in the group, I didn't think that my group would hold up like it did, but we're close to like 800 members and going strong, and everybody supporting. That group is to show love. Other artists can come in there and put their music up, and showcase what they got, and also network with the other artists that's in that group, because I don't know your friends and you don't know my friends, but if I link them all up at one spot in the group, then, that's another way of networking. So I appreciate everybody that comes in the group, post up their music and show a lot of love in the group. I want to give a shout-out to my hometown, Philly, 215, Uptown in the house, Cedar Brook, CB in the house, L Nation, Fayetteville. That's where I'm at right now. They say it's not where you from, it's where you at. So 26 in the house, real big, And also, last but not least, I'm going to give a shout-out to Seraphine Cognac, Fubu, Big Mama Drama. We just got an invitation today to be the spotlight for her North Carolina homecoming that she's having October 25th and the 26th. And we're looking for dancers and all of that. So it's going to be a very big event. And Real Music Entertainment actually got the request, got asked to be the spotlight for that just today. So we're going to go ahead and work on that and have a good time that homecoming weekend with Big Mama, because she's another one of my supporters. I did a lot of shows for her, and she's just like you with Jump In. She loves that Jump In. She absolutely loves it. So those is my shout outs. I want to thank everybody that took their time to call in and listen as well. I got a couple of them hitting me up on Facebook right now, and one thing I don't understand, I'm just like you, Miss Vic. If you know that I'm doing an interview, why are you calling my phone? I don't understand it, but it is.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that do not make sense, and sometimes it does get a little frustrating when people do things that just do not make any sense. I do not know. I really do not know. But and the other thing too that you touched on about the group too, we're working hard to give to the artists. We're giving a lot to try to help you, but I can't seem to understand. Can't seem to understand why we can't get any help back. The groups, okay? the groups, you don't even have to even work hard. When you're inside those groups and you've been invited to be in a group, and the group says, hey, post anything that you want in here. This is for you. But try to at least give back and invite some people, okay? Because otherwise, it's kind of like there's no fan blowing in a room, okay? So you're breathing the same air. Well, in the group, there's, to the right, it'll say, suggest these people. Well, those people are your friends. All you have to do is click the suggest button. There'll be like maybe 4 or 5 people over there. It's like, it's like, honestly, you're in there posting and you really couldn't, like, click those buttons? So I just don't get it. I don't get it. So how can you expect a blessing when you were given a blessing and you're not paying it forward? You follow what I'm saying? And I had to put that out there because you brought the thing up about the groups. I'm continuously paying it forward. I am continuously paying it forward, but a lot of who I'm paying it forward to is not paying it forward, nor are they paying it back. So that being said, people, come on, man. If you sit there and you complain that everybody's asking for money to do stuff, yet you have people that are just giving you opportunities, handing you stuff, and you still don't show that you appreciate it. So if you appreciate it, please start showing it. Yeah. Okay? Don't make me draw a big tip jar and put it out there. All right. We got to bounce. I'm into the next hour of the show. I have to play some music. Got to show some love. Definitely appreciate the interview. Make sure you stay in touch. You have the contact information. If you do and you get the video going, by all means, please make sure I get that so I can update your artist page. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Slide through any time. Have a great night. Stay up. Stay blessed.
All right,
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cue you out. Just hang up whenever you're ready.
All right. Much love. Appreciate that.
All right. Godspeed.